We've talked before about
kind of you.
You've got a lot of history with Lone Star State. You've got one of your great dogs, I believe, was from here, right? Is that what you told me? Or
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
and a puppy. I've had a Texas tragedy. I don't. It may be a potential Texas tragedy. It's a wild story, and I'll make it brief. A gentleman from Austin ran a kennel, had his own breeding farm, and my great Doberman, Starbuck, 13 years ago came from his kennel, and he was right up there as a premier breeder. He committed suicide, and his stock was dispersed. My dog is old and getting ready to pass. In fact, I spent the night, not the night, but several hours last night, writing a song for him. It's called So Am I. His muzzle is gray and his back is sore, and he's got not long to live, and so am I. Words to that effect. We shipped his semen, the last of his semen, of Starbuck semen, here to a bitch in Texas. And it turns out that the man who committed suicide, his great dog, had, and who's now dead, had semen in the same vet's office. So the female dog has been fertilized with both Starbucks semen and the gentleman who committed suicide's dog semen on either side of the pregnancy. You understand what I mean?
Yes, I do.
So that the puppies are born, and there were 6 females and 1 male. And I thought, well, we've got the male, because I want a male from my old dog's line. Well, the male puppy is not moving its hindquarters.
Oh, no.
And we made, on Monday, the decision we made to put that puppy down. So the sadness is, I won't have a male dog that continues Starbuck's line. I will get one of the female dogs. But how did you know?
Well, because the first time we ever met, we talked about how Texas was a place where you had gotten one of your great dogs from, and it always stuck with me because I thought, what a great story to have.
Can you imagine? The story continues.
Yeah, absolutely.
At this obscure veterinarian's office, there was this, like, magical thing, because the older you get, the less motility the semen has, the less likelihood Starbucks puppies. Isn't this a great Star Trek?
It's a great Star Trek story, yeah. Well, I tell you what, to make it slightly more positive, can you talk about like coming to Dallas and the interactions with the people here? Obviously, it's a different type of personality.
Yes, the birth of these puppies aside, I'm here because the Texas Lottery is doing a fantastic job in being able to put billions of dollars into the educational system by running this contest, and it's such a worthwhile project and worth getting behind. And so the few dollars, whatever it costs for your ticket, is a high stakes gamble, but those few dollars added to all the others go to a great purpose. So you might win a lot of money, but if you don't, you put a little money into a bank account, which is the children of Texas.
Can we also throw out a plug that you're actually going to be back in Dallas for Dallas Comic Con on May 17th?
I'm going to be back here in May for the Dallas Comic Con, and that'll be raucous as well.
Yeah.
And this little place I'm going to find.
Will you tell us then?
I'll tell you then. As I wave goodbye, as I ride off into the sunset, I'll say, go to, bar and scratch off.
For the ad you just shot for the Star Trek game, where it's the reuniting of you and the Gorn. Talk a little bit about that shoot, and because it looks like you just had an immense amount of fun.
To obviously advertise the game, which is a really wonderful. It's really a good game, and so they had this amusing idea to restage the fight of the Gorn by people who are too old to fight, and I beat the heck out of them.
What do you think was heavier?
He was a small guy in a rubber suit, so it wasn't too hard.
What do you think was heavier, that couch pillow or the rock he was holding up in the episode?
The rock floated away.
There you go.